All right. So, hello Sharon, thanks for joining me at Greenleaf Cycle Works. Today, as you know, you've enrolled in the removal and reinstallation of bicycle wheels course. It's a short course on how to teach you how to take off and reinstall bicycle wheels. So, do you have any questions to start?
How long will this take?
45 minutes. Are you comfortable with the temperature in here?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, Sharon? Alright. So, if you need a cold drink, there's a fridge over there. I've got some cold drinks in there. And if we need to escape the room, if there's a fire and an emergency, there's a sliding door right where you can see it there, straight out and go into the garden area. Okay?
Thank you.
So, we're going to get started. And obviously this is a presentation first. There is a copy down there that you will use probably in the shed, because the first part of this is up here doing a presentation. The second half is where I'm actually going to show you how to do this and your practice, and then we'll have a look at your competency to do it after we've done the course. So let's get started. So this is removal and reinstallation of bicycle wheels. So learning objectives is how to release the brakes for wheel removal on a specific bike. How to turn the bicycle upside down safely without hurting your back or damaging the bike. How to correctly release and clamp a bicycle quick release lever. How to easily remove the wheels. How to reinstall the wheels. And how to check for safety before riding after the job has been done. I want to stress the importance of safety and accuracy. I had a quick release lever fail on me when I was a teenager because it was not installed correctly and it was a faulty mechanism. I woke up in hospital with a suspected brain injury and a broken finger. I had no recollection of what happened to me. So the serious nature of getting the quick release lever on correctly, in my own experience, is very, very important, or you may very well wake up in hospital with a broken finger and a very bad headache. So, yes?
So I'm just thinking, so is that something that you wouldn't know until it happened, or you should check always?
Well, we're going to do a check for it, which I wish I would have done when I installed mine. It was, in fact, it turns out forensically it was a damaged and faulty part that was subsequently replaced by not for me, but on all subsequent bikes of this brand when it was brought to their attention. No compensation came my way though, sadly. Just a very sore finger and a bad headache. So, but the thing is about the quick release lever, it's convenient and reliable. Because you don't need any tools to get the wheel off. That's the advantage of it. Prior to this, it was always having to carry a spanner to remove the wheel if you get a puncture. Only if it's installed correctly, however. Removing and replacing the wheels is relatively simple. It needs to be done correctly every time though. Checking that the axles are tight and the wheels are aligned and running smoothly is very important before riding the bike, and we'll be focusing on that a little bit too. So the sequence of tasks when you actually take a wheel off is that you're going to have to, this is with a bike that's got rim style brakes, not disc brakes. That will be in another course. You release the brakes using a lever, which I will be showing you on the bike. We turn the bicycle upside down. We then release the front wheel quick release and pull the wheel up and out. It's as simple as that. But the rear wheel, we have to release the quick release lever and pull the wheel up and out over the gear shifting mechanism called the derailleur, which is a little bit complicated, but it's quite easy once you've seen it done. Then we're going to refit front and rear wheels, turn the bike upright, secure the brakes, and do a safety check so that bad things don't happen. This is essentially how a quick release mechanism operates, or a very simple way, but I'll be showing you down in the shed anyway. You've just got a part with a spring and an axle that goes through. The little lever here is shaped in a way that when you pull it back, it opens, and when you pull it forward, it tightens and closes and clamps down on the axle, on the fork, and holds the wheel in place perfectly safely if it's done correctly. What you've got to know about these things is the position of the lever that you're operating. The curve of the lever is important. As you can see, the closed position as it's pushed in, the open position, as you can see, it curves out. And you can always tell.
Sorry, say that again.
So when you're looking at the bike, and we'll do it there when we're down in the shed, the closed position is where the lever is curved inwards.
Yep.
And then the open position is when it's curved out. And it's much easier to see on the thing, but I thought I'd spare the wheel coming up here, and we'll have a look at that down in the shed. Okay, to loosen the wheel, obviously it's already going to be in this position. You basically just pull the lever down and undo the nut on the other side to loosen it, and the wheel will come out. It's as simple as that. To fasten it, it's the reverse. I have to apologise for this graphic, it goes the wrong way. Step 1, after you put the wheel in, is to turn the nut. Step 2 is to check the gap, and step 3 is to push it in and make sure it's secured. And we'll be doing that practically. It's much easier to learn practically, but I just wanted you to understand how it looks and what it's supposed to look like when it's correctly closed. Turn the bicycle upside down. This is a very good technique, and you can even turn the most heavy bicycle upside down, like an e-bike upside down, easily using this method. So essentially, we'll lay out a thing on the ground, and then we're going to grab the fork, as you can see, and the rail. I tend to also maybe grab here, depending on the shape of the bike, and you lift it up and it will just tip over without any further effort. And this, again, easier to demonstrate, but this is the hand position you need to assume, so it makes it very easy.
I didn't know that. I've ridden a bike forever and I didn't know that.
There may be a few things to learn here, like I'm hoping there's a few things.
No,
Right?
seriously, I didn't know that.
And we're going to be practicing this, all right? Even with the e-bike, this makes it very easy. You may have noticed me actually doing this, but then you never have had to turn the bike over. So this might be your first time.
The other way is just doing a wheelie.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like doing a wheelie. Thank you, Hunter.
That's not too safe. So.
No, it's definitely not too safe. Okay, and so on the seat post, but sometimes if you've got your seat up very high, you may have to put the seat down, but we don't have a bike with that problem. We don't have a proper seat on this bicycle. Remove the front wheel. Basically, as I've said, you release the quick release lever, you undo the little screw at the side, and you just lift it up and out because the brakes have already been released. It will not get trapped, and this is easy peasy. The rear one, okay, is slightly difficult. You need to make sure the bike is on its smallest rear cog, and we'll be having a look at that. That's the fastest gear, not the hill climbing gear. The one closest to the side, right, the smallest size. You, again, same thing, you release the rear axle and undo the nut. You pull the derailleur back, and I do have a picture of that, and you lift the rear wheel out, right? And once you get the hang of it, it's actually quite easy. The sequence of reinstalling, as you can see, he's got his hand on the derailleur, pulling it back. There's the smallest cog, he's got it lined up. Okay, so hold the derailleur with the left hand, pick the wheel up with the right hand, put the wheel into the loop with the smallest cog on the chain, and drop it in, right? Sometimes you may need to pull the body back with your hand, and you drop it down into the slot that it's going to go, which I'll identify when we're down in the shed. It should be in position. Safety check. What we want to do is make sure that, as you can see in this picture here, that the axle is actually lined up at the bottom of the channel, not one's at the bottom, one's halfway down, because the wheel will be out of alignment.
But it'll still go in, will it?
It'll still go in, and it'll still be closed, but it will be.
But it'll be wonky.
Yeah, and you might even be able to say it's a visual inspection. You check that the lever's closed, and then you lift up the bike and you push the front wheel down. That's what I should have done on the one that I had my injury on, but I didn't do. So we all learned something.
So if it's not in alignment, it won't push down.
It may still won't push down, but you'll immediately notice the wheels wobbling, and you should spin as well, and you'll see the wheels like, oh, that's not right, and it will catch on the brakes too. It's a visual inspection as well. Final safety check is that you check that the brakes are working by pushing the bike forwards and operating them so it stops. Right? Lift the wheel off the ground and push down to check for movement and it's secured. Spin, as I said, to check for misalignment and wobble, and look at the quick release levers to check they're correctly closed. And that will be after we've finished. So that's the end of the presentation part. We'll take this is all the slides we've had on this piece of paper, and what we're going to do is go and do the actual task. So I'm just going to shut the video off and hope it recorded.
No.
Okay, so we're in the shed now, gloves on. Here's the bicycle we'll be working on. This is a flat bar road bike with rim brakes. That's this style compared to a disc brake that goes down here. Here's the quick release lever. You can see it's in the closed position. facing in. Same with this one, closed position facing in. The brake release pushes the brakes out so the wheel will come out easily. That's what it exists for. It's a little lever here. And if you have a look when I do it, I release it and the brakes open up a little bit. Front and back. It's on the other side on these two. So both of these brakes are now released. Okay. So I'm going to take the position here. I like to grab here, but you might well just follow the instruction from that because it actually works really well. And the bike goes upside down, no problem. So again, looking at the quick release lever, I'm now going to undo it. It's unclipped. It won't come out yet because it's still locked in. That's the other part of the safety for this quick release. It shouldn't come out just on releasing the lever. You still have to unscrew this a little bit and then comes straight out. That's it. I'm going to reinstall it right now anyway, just to reverse the process. So we put it in, we haven't adjusted anything. Make sure it's down in both, all the way down. If you've got a good memory, you can probably remember how many turns you did. Right, so we bring this in. Now, if it doesn't close properly, I will then tighten it up a little bit more. Okay, it has to be done tight. That's still, you can see I did it too easily, so I'm going to tighten up a little bit more.
I've heard
That's
that
too tight. Yes, Santa.
I was about to say, I've heard that having a quick release facing that way, the other way, stops it from accidentally opening. Is that like
From down, or you mean
like
facing
sideways?
down?
Like that,
Oh, I
that
know what
way.
you mean,
So,
yeah.
okay, so it might be. I haven't heard that, and I have to get
I'm
back
not
to you
a
on
teacher,
that.
I'm
No,
not
no,
a
that's
teacher.
okay. It's a valid question. I didn't find that in my research, but I would like to look that up, and I will get back to you on that.
You can't think how would that happen unless you fell off it.
yeah, I've just heard it from writing.
There's nothing wrong with doing it
Yeah,
sideways.
yeah.
The only thing, you can't have it lined up with the fork because you can't get it open.
Yeah.
I
So-
do like that in alignment. Yeah.
So, same with the rear one. So now, okay, so I've gained this a little because I've already got it on the smallest cog, as you can see. No real, like you
So
both
can
know how
I
to shoot
ask,
it. Yes.
Can you put it on, not on the low,
Yes,
like, I know it sounds
I
might
can.
sound stupid
No,
to
I
you,
like questions.
but how would I get it to the lowest
Okay, so
spot?
here's the
Keep
shifter.
turning.
Here's the shifter.
So you're shift, yeah, so like
So
when
you
I'm
go-
riding,
when you're
yeah,
riding,
yeah.
So I'm going to shift it now down, like I'm going to push
Yeah,
this button in, have a look.
So just go till I get to that,
So you get all the way from the smallest cog.
yeah,
Right, and I'm just going to need to use the other brake to stop it.
Yeah.
But that's now been opened, so it's not quite as effective. From the smallest cog, again, releasing this lever, okay, undoing it's exactly the same system, okay, and as you can see in that picture, you pull this back a little bit, and the wheel comes out. That's it. Right, the mystery is revealed.
And there's no way of confusing the wheels because
That one's got the stuff on.
Yeah.
Right. So to put it back in,
Oh, this is the hard
okay,
bit.
no, it isn't, because you do exactly the same thing. So here we have the loop of the chain, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to lift up the bit there. So here we are. Just hang up. Take the wheel out. Here's the chain. I'm going to lift it up.
Yep.
Put the wheel here and put it on the smallest cog.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then I'm going to bring this back and drop it in. Now, I've got it caught up on the brakes there. And drop it in. Right.
Can you show me that again?
Yes, I can. Pulling it back, up. Can you see it goes?
Yeah,
It goes
yeah.
this way, and then it's free. So if you put it on the smallest cog, drop it in. So if you do it without even touching it, so if I line it up with that little cog there, right? But I'm getting caught in the brakes. All I'm doing is I've got the wheel to the side. I've got to make sure I get it in, and that's it. Mystery revealed.
I didn't know you had to put it on a small cog, making it easier.
There's always something to be learned
Yeah.
from doing training.
I know
Right?
that.
So then I tighten this up again. Now again, I'd recommend tightening it up as much as you can do it, because there's no point having someone else do it and making it so tight that you can't get it off again. So you wind it up and you put it in, check for safety. I'm going to do the safety check now. Pulling this way, then I'm going to reverse what I did before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Without the brakes done, pushing down and spinning.
What's that?
Right,
noise?
catching on the.
Oh, it's the speedometer. That's why you do safety check. That's the speedometer reader. Try again. Okay, and then I put the brakes on this side too. And I check from the front brake first, and then I check the rear brake. And this bike is safe and ready to go.
Okay.
Good. All right. So, what we'll do, Hunter, you're up.
Can I go first?
Oh, Tiffany, Sharon, you're up.
I'd like to go first.
Well, I wanted to go first. No.
No,
Well, why don't you?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I just feel like while it's fresh in my mind, I
Okay,
should do it.
then let's go. Okay, so from the beginning, I'm happy to help. This isn't the final look. You're going to be doing it twice once with me helping. Away you go. So, and I'm happy to just give you some prompts. Okay, so we don't turn upside down first. The first thing we do is get it off the stand. Okay, that's why the learning is, right? We take it off the stand. We release the brakes. So we take the lever and release it open. You can have a look, they open.
Yep.
You do and the rear one, otherwise it's hard to get the wheel out.
So now for safety
Yep,
feature.
got that.
Then you turn it upside down with the hand on, not there, no, from here. So you go reach over the bike, okay, hand
Oh,
here
the opposite.
and one there,
Okay, yep.
right, and then it just will just literally flick over.
Oh, I wish I knew that one. Come on. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming to training. You never know, you might learn something.
Okay, so now I'm going to release the front wheel.
Yes, you are.
God, that's tight for me. Oh no.
Okay, and you might have to undo that screw a little bit because it's encapsulated. You can see it's got a little lip in there. You might want to put your foot on the handlebar just to stop the bike from lifting up. Okay, and you don't have to undo it all the way, just until it pulls out. There we go. You have now removed the front wheel of the
Good job,
bicycle.
mate.
Now put it back on again. So you tighten the screw first. Is the lever in the open position? Yes, it is. And have a feel. Does it feel tight enough?
No.
Okay. So then release the wheel. Release the quick that again. Tighten it up a little bit more, and then try again. It's got to be quite firm. No, have a try at that rate because it needs to be quite firmly on, as firm as you can make it.
Yep.
Okay. That looks pretty good. Rear wheel.
Oh, zero. Okay.
So
So-
same situation.
Yep.
Quick release lever. And the screw.
I should have tied my hair back.
The
Hang on, let me
So
find
it's
it.
a little screw there. It's okay, this is the helpful one. So you don't want them turning together, so you hold one. Probably a couple of turns is enough. Okay. Left hand on the derailleur. So you put the thumb over the end there and you pull it back. Right, and lift the wheel out. Okay, and all the way out, so then you lift this bit up. So you take your hand off the derailleur, lift that up and pull the wheel out. Ta-da.
good job.
First time you've ever done
Look
that.
how messy it is.
That's why we're wearing the gloves. Alright, now we put it back in. So you lift that bit up, have a look at where it's going to go, and just check it goes through the brakes. Get that bit over the littlest cog. Okay. Smallest cog. Make sure you've got it lined up. Alright, you're putting it into here and here.
Hang on a second.
You're doing good.
I can't see.
Okay, so you've now got to
Oh,
pull
I've
the
got to-
derailleur back with the thumb and have a look for the line that you're putting it down through. So lift that derailleur up a little bit. I'll hold the bike steady.
I don't understand why I can't do
I'll
this.
show you again. That's okay. It's all right. This is a tricky job.
Moving that back.
Bring the
Ah,
wheel
that's
down
why.
and into there. You're pretty close. Let me just help you get it lined up. Into there and there. Yep, you're in. You're in.
Ah,
Ta-da! Push it down. Make sure it's lined in. There we go. Tighten it up. Okay, so make sure it's tight. It's a simple job, yet there's a few skills to be learned to do it. Tighten that up. Given that our next course will be fixing a puncture, okay, might be just a little bit less you need. I just need to check that it's recording while you're doing this. Don't really want to do this twice. Yep, good. Okay. If it's too tight, just back it off a quarter of a turn at a time. Okay, again, just a little tiny bit. It's okay. It's best to take your time over this job because it is critical safety. And you get a feel for it after you've done it several times. Right, so you feel it go over the cam.
Yep.
Okay, check that it can spin. Okay, turn the bike upside down, or right way up, I should say. Again, you reach
I'm
over.
gonna put
That's
brake.
okay, we'll clean the bike later. Right, that's right. And now you reverse what you did. Pull that, lift it up, and let it just fall onto its wheels. Okay, check the front is can't come out.
She's at the tyre
lift
needs pumping.
I know, just lift up the bike and push down on the tyre, so like this and this. Okay. Then the brakes aren't going to work until they've been locked again, both back and front. Check the rear wheel for safety as well. I forgot that one on my own demonstration. So lift the bike up, I should show you again, and then push down on the wheel. So do that in my way. Okay. Then to check the brakes, push forward with the front brake on, and then push back with the rear brake on. Looks like you've done it. Well done. Okay. All right. Hunter?
Oh, that's messy, right?
Alright, so you're going to need another pair of gloves to do it again without me helping.
Yeah, I've got this.
Alright, Hunter, you're up. Wait,
So-
let me just give these to Sharon. Okay, so
Yeah,
first we take it out of the stand.
Yeah. Move it out. We unlock the brakes.
Yes.
Where's it? There. Yeah.
We use a technique to flip it.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Okay.
Oh,
Just make it flat on the ground.
yeah.
Okay. That's looking pretty good.
Alright.
So yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Front wheel.
Front wheel first. We're gonna release this.
Yep.
And turn this couple turns.
It should come straight out. Okay, good. So pop it back in. If I don't have to intervene, we'll call it a pass.
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
I think you may have made that too
Yeah,
tight.
mate, it's fine. Whoopsies. I'll keep it
It's okay. It's fine to take your time over doing this job. Better to take longer. Okay, check it's a spin while you're there. No, it's not a line. That will be the same problem as last time, just a sensor. Okay, now the rear wheel. Same thing.
So you loosen this part off.
Yep.
And loosen this knot. And then pull it back, lift.
Okay. Show me it's all the way out. Okay, then put it back in again. Yeah, I'll hold this still for the purpose of this.
Okay, no worries. Then pull it back. Line up on the first cog. Then tighten.
What about the chains all off there?
Oh, whoopsies.
It's okay. That's all right.
Do you want me to fix
no,
it?
no, you just fix it down. You can do it from this angle. It's okay.
Okay.
Let's just finish this part. Do you think you'll be able to get that one done again?
I do it too tight for it.
No. There.
Okay, so I'm going to show you just quickly. You just put it back on here.
I always have
While
to
you've got
do
gloves
this.
on. Okay, and let it roll back on.
So you'd be on the lowest cog,
Yeah,
the
well,
chain comes
yeah,
off?
it doesn't matter. But yeah, because you've got the most chain to play with.
Yeah.
So that's a different tutorial. Replacing a damaged chain.
That's a very valuable one.
It is. Doing the punches also. Our next one. You haven't checked for the spin of the rear wheel. Okay.
Yeah, the spins all
All right. Have your visual inspection, and then turn it right way up. Okay.
Alright, I need to lock these back. That was waxing.
Alright. Check for safety down. Push down. And rear. Okay. Check for safety of the brakes.
Yeah.
And backwards. Okay.
Yeah,
Put
you
it
could
back in
always
the
do
stand.
missing.
Okay, so now I take a step back, make sure we're still recording. What I might do is I'll stop there. Okay, so now you've both demonstrated a fair bit of competency doing this. It's time to actually show that you can do it without me intervening at all. So Sharon, you're up. If you can just do it. You can always ask me a question if you need to, but I think that you should be fine, or we can go through some other stuff if we need to. All right, so I'm going to step back a little bit and just
Is this
watch.
pass or fail?
No, because I'll take you through again if need be.
Okay.
Everyone has to be given a fair opportunity to pass and given it enough instruction.
Okay, so now I'm going to first of all turn the bike over.
Okay, Shan, you're going to have to get it out of the stand and release
yes.
the brakes first with the sequence of events.
Should I start again?
Yeah, let's start again. Alright, so first things first, sequence of events. Come on, you need to be supportive.
Go, Tiff.
That's it. Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, so first, let's
I'll
go
show
from
it.
the sequence.
Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to release.
No, first you're going to take it out of the stand.
Take it out of the stand.
Yes.
Then I'm going to release the front and back.
Yes.
Now I'm going to turn the bike over.
Yep.
Let's go, Sharon.
How easy is that?
Okay. So now I'm going to release the front wheel. In order to do that, I'm going to release that. I might put my foot on there to make it.
Well done.
Couldn't have done it better.
Excellent. And put it
Absolutely.
back in again.
Now I
Magnificent.
shall put it back in. Way too.
Good. I'm glad you're reassessing it as you're doing it.
Pretty well. I have gone too tight.
It's okay.
Oof.
Okay, check the spin. Looking good.
Happy with that?
Yes.
Let's go, Sharon.
And now the rear.
Now I'm going to go to the rear. I'm going to... Someone before me did that quite tight.
Wheel is out. Well done.
That was good, mate.
That's the wheel.
Okay.
That was
Alright, so now we put it back in.
So to put that on the lowest cog. The other problem being here is
oh, she's on.
I'm too supportive.
Sorry. I got a bit too excited.
I'm doing it the wrong way. I am riding tight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Check the spin. Okay. Meridian is in.
Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to spin it back over.
Yes.
Do I do the brakes
Yes, yeah.
first
No.
before I check it?
Check for safety. It's better to check for safety with the brakes loose. They both will work, but this means you don't get caught in the brakes.
I'll do the brakes. And I'll do the brake and I'll do a brake check.
And back. Well done.
Good job.
I'm very
Alright,
proud of myself.
just a
Oh,
quick
beautiful.
rear wheel one, Hunter.
The rear wheel.
Yep. You did the front fine, so you can not worry about the front brake system at all.
Thank you.
Just release the rear.
Alright, so first we're actually gonna just take this one off and that one is on the front.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Alright, release this off.
I think I'd remember that.
Okay, wheel is out.
Not very
Good.
smooth, but
That's okay, the wheel is out. You've demonstrated competency. Now put it back in again.
We have a tangled chain for a second. Pins all right, okay. Not moving out, okay. Twist the brake back. Check it. Not going anyway.
And alright, I'm back in the stand. Well done, both of you.
Thank you.
Just have a quick seat, just a quick couple of questions. There's a survey after, but we'll do that later. So, is there anything that could have been explained a little bit better in both the presentation and in the demonstration? You feel that you really didn't get well explained, but you can be totally honest, alright?
No, it seems all good to me.
Okay. Nothing was confusing until, well, maybe at the beginning until you'd seen it done.
The beginning, it was a little confusing to see the actual.
Probably, I don't know whether it should be, but one thing that really, and it might be just me, that freaks me out is if that chain comes off. So what would have happened? Would it be likely that I was changing it, you know, when the chain came off?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do. So I might be able to get the wheel back on, then I wouldn't be able to get the chain back. I might figure it out.
What we might do is when we finish the course, I'll show you how to do that just one on
perfect.
one. Okay, if that happens, I'll actually pull it off and we'll have a look at it going back on again. So
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
fair call.
Thank you.
Do you think you could now do this in the field when you had to get your wheel off to change a puncture? Do you feel competent to do it?
I think
Yeah.
I'm pretty competent.
Yep, I got
Do
it.
you think you could show someone else how to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well thank you very much for attending. There's a survey to come after this and I'll shut the video off.
I really do think I could do that.
No, that's like
Well, you probably have.
I have before, but even so, like that was actually.